hungry for it, man. You know I gotta get it. I hit the ground running. You know I gotta get it. I see that money coming. You know I gotta get it. I gotta get it, gotta get it. Yeah, I gotta get it. Whatever's necessary. You know I gotta get it. Bullshit is secondary. You know I gotta get it. They say we legendary. You know I gotta get it. I gotta get it, gotta get it. Yeah, I gotta get it.
What up? It's your homeboy Maul the Pimp, aka MTP, and welcome to another special edition of the Pimpoholic Tv Podcast. And I got a very special guest in here, as I always do. This guy right here, man, he got a long musical history, man. Regional success, national success, one of Chattown's R&B legends right here in the Tennessee Valley. Just signed a major record deal for his new album coming out, which is called It's Allgood. This guy been on the radio since the 90s, man. One of the first R&B artists from Chattanooga I think I heard on the radio. You follow what I'm saying? I'm talking about the legendary Jimmy Allgood. Welcome to Pimpoholic TV, and how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, babe? What's good with you, y'all? What's good? I'm having a good time right here, you know what I mean? On Pimpoholic TV, you know what I mean? Pimpoholic TV with my boy, J Maul in the hands. What it do, Chattanooga?
You know it. Hey man, you know you've been around for a minute, man. So I want to kind of go back and bring everybody up to speed from beginning up until what we at now. You follow what I'm saying? Yep. So you got a nice interesting story. We're gonna get into the album, the record deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some accomplishments, some highlights, and all that type of shit. Before we get into that, let's go back to the beginning. What part of Chattanooga you from? What part of the city you from, man?
Boone. Well, I was originally raised in Boone High Single.
I know that.
I stayed on Heaton Street.
Okay, all right, I ain't know that.
Yeah, I stayed on Heaton Street. Half my whole family was raised in Boone High. Harder Street, Heaton Street, High Thun. I had family all over.
All right. You forgot about Southern Street. You left Southern Street out there. You fuck around on Southern Street?
Oh yeah, man, I was around that whole joint, yo, as the kid.
All right.
Yeah, y'all know. You remember my cousin, my Uncle Ronnie had the one I used to pop the wheelies all the time on 10 speed.
I don't know him now.
We stayed around on Harder Street.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
man.
So what school you went to then?
I went to Marion Garber, and I went to Hardy.
Okay. What high school?
Central.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So, man, how did R&B come about, man? What made you want to go that route?
Well, actually, I've been singing R&B since I was about 3 years old. Like, I used to sing in the choir, in the church choir a lot. And that's when I really know that I had the talent, because I used to sing for my family. Like, you know how back in the day, you know how you want a spotlight? So I used to take a lampshade, you know, and turn it upside down, you know, and have it flash over when I get up in front of my fam, right? And I just started singing all kind of shit. So it's like all the songs that came on the radio station, I had a gift of just memorizing songs that I never heard before, and they can always sing them back to you, the ones I never heard in my life. So that's how I knew I had the gift that God had gave me to sing.
Okay. I got to give a shout out to my sponsor, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Again, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Let me tell you all about the Chattanooga Cigar Club. The Chattanooga Cigar Club is Chattanooga's premier cigar and hookah lounge, open Thursday through Sunday, with ladies free on Friday and live music up until 10 o'clock. Keep in mind, you can also rent the building for your own events from Sunday through Wednesday. Shout out to my guys, D. Scott and Kurt at the Chattanooga Cigar Club. For more information, log on to ChattanoogaCigarClub.com. Again, salute to my sponsor, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Much love. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, all right. Now, I'm going to tell you, matter of fact, bro, like I said, you was probably the first. I was hearing your name, bro, when I was, I'm talking about my younger days. Matter of fact, the first two artists I remember that I can remember being on the radio, that was from Chattanooga. Right. And we thought y'all had just made it because y'all was on the radio. That shit was kind of like, that was the thing back in the day. It was you and, I'm going to tell you who else, you and Big and Mo. Y'all the first artists I heard from Chattanooga who was on the radio back in the day. You follow what I'm saying?
92, 93, yeah.
Yeah, y'all was the first two, bro. Yeah, and that was like a big thing for people in the city at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know, back then, everybody just that the radio. Anybody got on the radio, you had made it. Anybody would go on the radio station and they play your music in rotation, you know, and man, like I was like, oh my God! As soon as I heard my shit, dude, I was going crazy. I was like, special hit the station, man. It stayed number one on the countdown for like 3 weeks in a row. It was the number one requested song in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And then that's just the second. Then I had a second single, so I was like, shit, I'm down now. I'm good.
So let's talk about that. 92 Special, your first single on radio. Let me see how I can ask this. So you just went and you recorded a bunch of songs and then you picked that one right there, or was that the only song you recorded and you sent it to them? And then how did that process go about?
What had happened was I didn't even have a relationship with the radio station at the time. I was the only artist signed up on the Ray Records label, and it was created up under me as the only artist in Chattanooga. So they decided. So Pastor Hunter, may he rest in peace. He heard a videotape of mine from one of my family members that was family with my family, and they said, we know somebody can help your career. And I'm like, who? They said, well, he a preacher. He may not. So we took the DVD down there. I sung Everlasting Love by Tony Terry, and I was recorded singing Tell Me What You Want Me to Do by Tevin Campbell. So back in the day, they had the VHA videos, you know what I'm saying? Put the motherfucker in. So, man, I got up there and sung. He heard, he said, holy shit. You know what? I don't normally do R&B music because I'm a preacher and I do gospel. But, man, you talented. He said, but you know what? God told me to help one black person out of Chattanooga to make it out of here. With a gift you got, he said, I want to invest my money in your career. I would say, what? I was probably about 17 years old. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So he moved his son, Charles Hunter, from Atlanta up to Chattanooga. Then he moved his daughter, Janice Hunter, from down to Atlanta and brought him up here. So you're going to be the secretary, you're going to be the manager, and Raymond Hunter, you're going to be the producer, and Fred McIntosh, you're going to be the producer. I want y'all to get him a single out and an album and make it happen. So that's how the single came. We worked on this single, this EP, for almost 2 months because we couldn't get the music right, for me. So they were like, we got to get something that's going to fit Jimmy, with his range, his high range or falsetto, and it's natural. And so we stayed in the studio. We locked the studio down. Back in the day, it was called Southern Sky, out there in East Ridge, the biggest studio they had in Chattanooga back in the day. So we locked it down for a whole month, and I slept in there recording, and voice was hoarse, still had to I got to get this thing, got to get it. So we finally got Special done. I was like, hell yeah, that motherfucker is a hit. So the next step, make a long story short, we took it to Keith. He listened to it. That's when I first met him. I was a little kid. I went there with my manager, and he was like, man, God. He said, you know what? I like that. I'm going to play that. As soon as I got in the car, the song was on the radio station. As soon as I walked out the radio station, it was in rotation. That fast.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me ask you a business question. Was the song BDS registered in publishing and all that back then? Was you up on that type of shit?
No. I went up on no kind of publishing. I didn't know anything about it because the manager was handling all my finances and business, so I didn't know anything about it. All I was doing was singing my ass off.
Right. That's how it is in the beginning.
Like most every artist do, you know what I mean?
That's how it is in the beginning, yeah.
But what's so messed up about it, I went in and signed a contract with Ray Records without the investor because Pastor Hunter didn't know because he was never at the office. So what he did was he built the record company on Dawson Avenue and named it, and it was Ray Records, and I was the only artist at the record company. So he had all of them working down there. And then when I looked at my contract, I said, damn, I was up on the Black Star Power Production, but it was Ray Records. I said, how in the hell I signed Power Turner over? All my Power Turner rights over and signed a contract for 5 years, dude. I didn't know.
Right.
I had no lawyer at the time.
Right.
So they blocked my uncle out. He tried to come in there with me to look at the paperwork. They said, nah, you stay right here. And we're gonna have Jimmy. He got me in the room, man. I'm like I'm calling like the mob or something. What's going on? Look at the contract. You sign right here. We got you. Man, I signed that contract. Come to find out I signed all my rights away, everything. They couldn't do anything they wanted to with me.
Well, you was underage when you signed it though, right?
Yeah, I was 17. I went up. Yeah, so my mom had to go in, and then when Pastor Hunter found out, he said, hold up. He said, he did what? He said, I own the label and I am the investor. He said, no, I'm a family man. Like, we're not going to do that. No, y'all should have never had him to sign that contract like that without his parent or anyone legal guarding with him. You see what I'm saying? And he fixed it.
Right. That was your way out right there. The underage part. That was your way out. Yeah.
Yes, bro. I was out. Yes.
I heard you say something.
Came about.
I heard you say something too, because we want to educate people here also. I heard you say you signed it for 5 years. If for artists out there, what y'all need to know about this is I'm pretty sure you know this now. When you sign a contract with anybody, when it comes to music business, you never sign. This for the artists out there, the fans, of the people that's watching. Food for thought. Whenever you sign a contract in this music business, you never sign for X amount of years. You sign for X amount of albums. It's X amount of albums. It's not X amount of years. So somebody try to get you to sign a 3-year, 4-year, 5 or 6-year contract off the rip. That's terminology. Is bullshit. You sign for X amount of albums, a 3-album deal, a 2-album deal with the option to do a third. You know what I'm saying? So it's X amount of albums, never X amount of years. So for y'all that's watching, you ever get a contract, somebody trying to tell you to sign for X amount of years, is bullshit. It's
Don't
X
do
amount
it.
of albums. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, what it do, it locks you in for, well, someone want to come along and say, okay, I like this guy. I want to sign him too. And you locked in, you can't go nowhere. Right. Unless you get bought out, and usually the money they're gonna want to buy you out is gonna be some ridiculous shit that the person who want to sign you is not gonna give them. You follow what I'm saying? And see what everybody didn't know. When I first signed, I had L.A. Reid, LaFace Records wanted me, and Capitol Records. And what happened was when Babyface them heard me, they wanted to sign me, and Capitol Records did. The label told my manager, and the label told them that, no, you ain't gonna sign him unless you take the whole label. And so that blew me out a whole deal. Yep. So I was like, what?
Yep.
And I didn't know until the label had broke down and fell apart after I told the daddy that they was taking my money and they was buying these rooms out of hotels and paying their bills with the money that he was investing in my career. And they want all focus on me. And then Fred McIntosh sooner or later came out and told me, because he worked for him, said, Jim, man, you know, man, we had two labels gonna sign you. And Ray Record, they told him, nope, they couldn't have you unless they take the label. I'm like, Fred, you gotta be kidding me. He said, yeah.
Now he go to dumb part.
Like that.
He go to dumb part, and then he go to the crazy part about whoever made the decision. This is how they could have signed. They could have sold you off and still won. What I mean by that is this. Yep. Okay, we want to sign Jimmy Allgood. Okay, give me X amount of dollars to buy him out the contract. So here's the money I get from the face or whoever. Y'all give me this, y'all can have him. Now, give me this, and y'all can have him. But I need to be included in this paperwork still as the booking agent. You follow what I'm saying? That way they can still sell you off and still be included in your future business. So the money so when they sell you off and get the money up front, when you get bought out the contract, you take that money and invest in the label right there. Don't try to bring the whole label with you because they're only interested in one artist.
Right.
Sell that one artist off, get some money off that one artist and put that back into the label that you was trying to bring with you. And then when that artist goes and blows up and goes on tour, they still have to call you for the booking. So you still get your 15 to 20% of his booking fee, which you can take right back into the label. You follow what I'm saying?
True.
And another thing,
I was so stupid.
Yeah,
that's what was so stupid about them. Like they didn't know that they was hurting themselves. You want to hurt me, you hurt yourself.
There's so many ways to structure business when you got a situation on tape. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody really trying to fuck with you, let's sit down and talk and negotiate this shit and see what we come up with. You follow what I'm saying?
Right. But
that's another conversation. So this is education for us, man. Yeah, education.
Yes. So y'all out there don't know. Y'all better listen to what we're saying because this shit is true. Like, and the artists getting messed over like that every day when they don't understand.
Right.
It's true. Gotta understand the business.
It's true. It's 99% business and 1% talent. That's all
talent.
It is,
there you go. All day.
Yeah. So let's move on. 1993. Keep one eye watching you.
Yeah.
It's BET.
Yep.
BET nationwide.
BET, bro. Like they called the label. They called the label, and Donnie Simpson called personally and said, "Man, like
Donnie
we want
Simpson,
this video."
That's Video Soul. That's Video Soul with Donnie Simpson.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that Video Soul?
Video Soul back in the day.
All right. So what did Donnie Simpson call and say, man?
When we submitted the video to him, the label did. He watched it. He called back a week after and called the label, and they called me, and I was like, Donnie Simpson called you? He said, yeah. He said, man, they want to play your video on beat. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. He said, Jimmy, for real. He said, when Donnie Simpson called, he said, man, I want this video. You know why? Because it's natural, and he kept it home, and he didn't go out and do all this other stuff that people do. He kept it right in the hood where he wanted it. And I said, and he said, I loved it, and I want to play it for 79 days straight nationwide. And I was like, you got to be motherfucking kidding me, dude. BET? So I'm like, I filmed the video on Boone Hike. I said, you know what? We auditioned some girls in Atlanta to do the dances, and we had auditions for girls up here in Chattanooga. We had one girl in Atlanta dance for Atlanta Falcons. No, Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry. She won a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So it was her, and another 2 other girls, and none of the girls in Chattanooga made the cut, so the girls in Atlanta did. And so they brought the people from Atlanta up here to film the video on Marion Gobble Playground, and I had everybody outside. We had everybody on the roof. They had the cars going by, bumping back in the day, and I filmed my shit at home, baby. I brought it to Chattown. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
and they loved it. They loved it. Donnie Simpson said, "We're gonna play this." Then it went from video vibrations to video soul. Then it was just, man, I was on tour at the time also. So it was a big thing for me because I never dreamed of ever being on BET. One day, but not that early in my career. You know what I mean? Right. One song.
Right. Hey, so this is, you started out with radio. Radio is one thing. You got local radio play. We appreciate that. Once you go from local radio play to national TV, it's two different feelings, it's two different vibes, it's two different crowds. You follow what I'm saying? So that was a major upgrade. You know that was a major upgrade. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now keep one eye watch you. That was from the full album, Dancing in the Dark.
It was from the Dancing in the Dark album that never was released. As soon as the company unfolded, it was never released. The whole album was just a single off the album.
Okay, so the album was released or it wasn't released?
It wasn't.
Okay, all right, okay, gotcha. And that was on Ray Records.
We was getting ready to release the whole album, the full album, but we only released a single off, and the whole album didn't make it because of the company folded.
Okay, all right. And that was the Ray Records label, right? Ray Records.
Yes, Ray Records. Yes.
What's up? I got to give a special shout out to my sponsor, the AM Group LLC. Let me tell you all about the AM Group LLC. The AM Group LLC is an independent distribution company that offers essential services such as internet, home security, energy, identity protection, wireless, and more. Secure your homes and businesses. Get a free consultation from my homegirl, Miss Nori. Email the amgroupllc@gmail.com to schedule your appointment. You can also visit www.isnorinori.com. Click the services tab to check out all the deals that they offer. Salute to my sponsor, the AM Group LLC. Much love. Y'all go check them out.
Now, you end up getting radio play in New York.
Mm-hmm.
That's in this music industry. You can hit radio play in New York, LA, Miami, or Atlanta, and even now Houston and some more markets. You're talking about something, bro. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you're single satisfied. Hit radio.
Yep.
How did that happen? How did that happen, man?
Well, when I moved to Watertown, New York, upstate New York.
All right.
One of my family members introduced me to the DJ, the program director at the radio station, and his name was Johnny Pisano, and his wife Erica Pisano. They all had their own station, like Magic, Keith Landerick, like they had their own thing together.
Right.
And so we were trying to figure out how to get, because I moved up there to start a new life because I didn't feel like I wanted to sing anymore. But I know God had a plan for me. Wasn't gonna let me. I wanted to live a normal life. I wanted to be, normal and get a job, and because I have other skills and talent than just singing. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people, that's all they depend on their career. But I had a lot of gifts with my hands. I can do a lot of stuff. I can read blueprints. I can build motors for vacuum cleaners. So I had a lot of skills. So I said, well, fuck this singing shit. I'm done. I went through that downfall where I don't want to do this shit no more. So you know what? But God had another plan for me. He said, no, So I'm at work. I'm singing on the line. They're like, damn, this motherfucker can sing. Like, he need to be on somebody record label or something. And what they don't know that I already done been at. You know what I mean? So hold on. So this the part. I done got food stamps and everything. Check it out. Nigga, social service went on the internet. I don't know how in the hell they looked me up, dude. They looked on there and seen all my shit that I had on. They said, hold up, we gonna put you up for food stamp fraud. You an artist, you making money. I said, what? I said, I used to. He said, we looked your name up. Your name came up under your real name, up under your stage name, and all your stuff is so you an artist. I was like, oh shit.
They say this nigga rich getting food stamps, huh? That's what they trying to say.
Hey, mom, dude, they took and cut off all my stuff. They cut my manager stuff off too. They cut his shit off too.
It's fucked up, dog.
Hey, nigga called me mad at hell. He like, man, they cut my stamps off too.
Man, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. So I had to go into a meeting with them. I told them, I said, look, y'all, I said, that's my past. I said, I ain't sold no more albums. I ain't recorded no more songs. I'm not doing anything. I'm just living a normal life like everybody else. And they said, okay, well, send me something showing that you're not making. So I sent them some information. They said, okay. And they put me back on. You know what I mean? So, dude, I was laughing like, I said, y'all motherfucker crazy. This damn, hey, internet something else, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so to make the long story short, so after my cousin met with Johnny Soprano and his wife Erica Pisano, they had the radio station, which it was their family was real, had a lot of money, rich. They owned the biggest station in Watertown. I mean, they go to Thousand Island, I think Canada, Syracuse. I was like, damn. So I'm like, how the hell can I get this CD to them? So what I did was I kind of greased the palm, not with money. I made a basket, put a bottle of champagne in that they both like, put my CD in the basket, send it to the radio station. So that's before he even heard the song, right?
Presentation, yeah.
Yes, that's the way to get in the radio station. So what I did was, it said in there, and I was like, damn, I ain't heard nothing back. He called my cousin, because they were real close friends. He said, man, look, you ain't had to do that. When I heard this man sing Satisfy the Song, he said, man, this dude's voice is fucking magnificent. He ain't had to do all that. I'm going to play his music no matter what.
Okay.
Where you been at all this time? He said. I said, I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I said, I just moved up here. He said, man, you sounded like this. I said, hell yeah. I said, we got some talent back at home, baby. And he looked me up and seen all the stuff I done, man. He played my shit, man. I was like, wow, just like that.
Hey, so let me ask you this. So you get radio play in New York. That's different than getting radio play in Chattanooga because we're a smaller market. And that's the big boy shit up there. What kind of shit did you start to see happen for you after that the radio play in New York led to?
After they played my music and I came in and did an interview, I started doing fundraisers for the radio station, like for Children Miracle Network, for kids that has disabilities like cerebral palsy and stuff like that. And so they brought the Baja Mans and brought to saying, who let them dogs out?
Yeah.
So they brought them down because Hurricane Katrina had hit too at the same time. They were doing a benefit show for Hurricane Katrina. So I started seeing a lot of doors open up like that. I did a show with them out there, you know. Then I started doing a performance at the basketball jam. Like I opened up for a halftime basketball jam in Watertown, New York that they had. And I just started seeing a lot of stuff that got me back saying, well, shit, I'm back again, babe. You know, I can't stop. I'm in there.
Right. Okay.
So, a lot of people don't know, it led to a video shoot at the program director's club. He owned the club up there in Watertown, New York, too, also. And it was a big club he just opened up. And we shot my first video up there off. It was called Put It On Me, that I had a video that they shot. And the guy shot the video and I put it on YouTube and stuff. And it did real good. And so they showed pictures of Canada and shit like that. And I had this big mansion. One of the guys that owned, I was sitting there, the swimming pool, it was nice. So it opened up a lot of doors for me and made me known in places that I never thought I'd be known at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
New York. That's one of them. You know, so I was very excited about that also. So it took my career to the next level too.
Okay, now, 2015, She Can Have It All album.
Yep.
Speak on that. And the single, moving on the single. Give us a little bit of game on that. What was, coming from New York, you got a major radio play in New York, you've been on BET, so you're not a rookie no more. You follow what I'm saying? So what mind space are you in? What was this your first, I guess you say, mature, experienced, seasoned album right here? Could you say that? You follow what I'm saying?
Yes. We're moving up with She Can Have It All album was one of my biggest album, I say, since I recorded back in 92 and 93. So I had a couple of my friends, I was in a group back in the day that tried out in Atlanta with, our group was called Straightforward. It was me, Kelly Cousin, and Ricos, and Devonair. And so Kelly had wrote 3 songs, She Can Have It All, Moving On, I Can Be the One. And he asked me to come down there and do the song. He said, because his son, Ivan Kelly, couldn't sing the song because it was not his kind of music. You know, it was an older sound, you know what I'm saying? He had the youngest voice. So I came down there and recorded the song, me and my manager at the time I had here, Myron Hill. We went down there and recorded, man, and Moving On, and She Can Have It All, and I Can Be the One. All these songs came out successfully, like crazy. Oh, and also they redid Sarah Smile for me also, the remake, John Darren Hall & Oates classic. So when I did those 4 songs, man, it was magnificent. I was like, damn, that's me. That's my new sound now, because they worked me. And it came a success, but I never released the whole album. Like, I just kept the album back, trying to figure out the right time to release. I'm independent, so I'm trying to feel like, how did I want to release these songs? So what I did was just went on Facebook and I started giving everybody maybe 2 seconds or 30 seconds of the song to see what the response would be.
Right.
You know, and everybody liked it, but I never released the songs until now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You sitting on a lot of music, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. All right. Now, Las Vegas, Nevada. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We're gonna talk about.
That's right.
We're gonna talk about what happened in Vegas, though. So what happened in Vegas in 2018? You performed on the Motown stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The Motown records. We all know about Motown, Barry
Right.
Gordy. Motown. A lot of artists that our parents grew up on, that was passed down to us, we grew up on. You follow
Right.
what I'm saying? So anytime it's any kind of mix and mingle with Motown, it means something right there.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So how did
That's
Jimmy
true.
Allgood hit the Motown stage in Las Vegas? How did that happen, bro?
Man, I'm gonna tell you. That's why I say everybody knows somebody. You gotta be careful who you know, because some people know somebody you don't even know they know somebody. So, I met a best friend of my manager. His name is Kemp, KP, and he knew this girl named Valerie. She used to live in Chattanooga, but she moved to Las Vegas and came with a promoter and a TV show called Val TV Network. And she used to be, she was on the Soul Train dance. She was a Soul Train dancer. Plus she played in Coming to America. She was one of the people, like when it first came out, they was all back there dressed up, she had on all the white. And so they introduced her to me, and she said, you know what? Send me his music and we're gonna see. So when she heard my music, she said, you know what? We're gonna bring him to Vegas. We're gonna break him in Las Vegas. Because Vegas is a hard city to break, you know, and with him coming from Chattanooga, you know, we need to get him some of Chattanooga flavor. So I'm like, cool. So she said, we're gonna fly y'all out and we're gonna introduce y'all to a lot of people. So they introduced me to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. Then I met Sherry Gordy. And I'm like, Sherry Gordy? And that's Barry Gordy's daughter? They like, yeah, she got her own thing out here in Las Vegas. Nothing but all the stars hit her stage. Can't know everybody to hit that stage. You gotta be somebody or know somebody, or you gotta be good. So they sent my music in, Moving On. She's like, man, we love that song, Moving On. She said, but can you do any cover song? Vegas is a big city with cover songs. That's all they do is cover songs.
Right.
I said, yeah, I can do cover songs. Shit. So I ended up doing, let me tell you how disappointed it was. So they thought, well, this Chattanooga guy coming out, he ain't got nothing. You know, we heard his music. We're gonna see what he can do live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what he can do live. So I'm nervous in the motherfucker. I'm like, damn, I gotta get on this big ass stage with all these people out there. And so I had 4 songs to do, bro. 4 songs. They broke me down all the way to 1 song. So I'm like,
what you mean doing one song instead of 4?
Yeah. They broke me down from 4 songs to 1. So I got upset, man. I had tears in my eyes. I told them, I said, man, I ain't doing it. I said, I ain't doing this shit. I said, I said, no, how the hell they gonna have me to come all the way here? And then I supposed to be doing 4 songs. And the band only learned what they didn't learn, the song they supposed to learn. And they only learned 1 song, which was my single, Moving On. I said, my man said, look, Jimmy, it don't matter how many songs they break you down to do. You sang that one fucking song, you sang that motherfucker like you ain't never sung it before. Make it your best song ever. And I said, okay. I was nervous, got so sick, man. I was so upset. So I got on that stage, man, and sung that damn song. Woo! It was people from Chattanooga that was in the audience. When I said I came all the way here, I want to thank everybody. Sherry Gordy, Barry Gordy, everybody for having me on the Motown. I said, I'm from Chattanooga. And I said Chattanooga. Said, woo! Everybody started screaming. I'm like, damn, I got some people here from Chattanooga too, baby.
All right.
So when Sherry heard me, she said, okay. I see now, he good. Guess what? I need you to stay here a couple more weeks. I said, what? We're gonna pay for everything. I need you to now do 4 songs, including your single. I showed their ass out. Yeah. And so after that, me and her keep in contact all the time. Like she just like, man, like come back anytime you want to. You can get on this stage anytime you want to. So from that point, I started going from her stage to other people that she knew from the Motown that had their own reviews there. They wanted me to come on their stage and sing also. So yeah, so that's how that came about.
Hey, so I want to ask you this, bro. I want you to speak on this. I try to tell a lot of artists in Chattanooga this right here.
Yeah.
And man, explain how important it is to build relationships and network. You follow what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, bro, relationships will put you in places that money can't. You follow what I'm saying? You can't pay for a real relationship. And once you got a real relationship, that shit will take you so far. Well, from what you've been through, explain how important, and just piggyback off of it. Give us some game behind important networking and relationships.
Well, like you know, I always said, you know, when you know someone, you know someone. Like when you go into these shows and people want to be like, well, I don't want to talk to this person. I don't do that. Like, why not? I mean, these people, you know, you may be talking to someone can sign you tomorrow, or someone can put you on a major stage, and so networking with public and people in the red carpet events and things like that is very important because it takes you to places that, like you said, money can't buy. You see what I'm saying? Money ain't everything when you're making relations with other people. That's important. All they got to do is make a phone call and say, hey, you got to spend no money. I need you there. Let's get him.
Right.
So, I mean, money's not everything. You got to build that relationship with the industry people. I don't care if you at their party or you at a night. Look, shake hands with these people, talk to them, shit, ask them, how can I be a part of what you got going on?
Right.
So it's very important to build a relationship with the people that you in the industry that you hanging out with and that you partying with and that you doing shows with. Get their number. Man. You know what I'm saying? Get their number. Shit, let me hook. Hey, can I go on tour with you? I mean, you got to make that connection. Cause if you don't, then you're gonna come to the money thing. You need to pay me $1,000 to get on stage and sing. Open up for you, man. Why I had to pay you $1,000 to get on the stage? Man, shit, they ain't put no money in my pocket.
Right.
You said it for recognition, but shit, I got recognition. I want to do more than that. Can I mingle with them? If I'm gonna pay $1,000, you're gonna have to give me more than that.
Yeah. I just want you to speak on it, man. Cause I tell a lot of artists that, and some of them listen, bro. But some people are so arrogant that they don't get it, bro. You follow what I'm saying? They don't get how important it is to leave here, leave your comfort zone, go out there where people don't know who you are, shake hands, embrace people, get numbers, and when you get the number, actually call and follow up with them. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like you do. You go out, you make contact with everybody. That's where you are now. You do things just like everybody. But that's what the industry supposed to do, man. Like you can't be naive and be nonchalant when it's out there. People can help you that you ain't got to come out your pocket.
Right.
You know,
half the shit I do now, bro, is based on relationships that was been built 15 to 20 years ago. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight, bro.
I know.
That's how I can have all access. You know that. When we just talking for the crowd.
I know that. Yeah.
That's how I have all access in all these events that will probably cost you $1 million to get in. That's how come I'm around these people who don't let people around them. It started with a relationship somewhere. I didn't call today. I didn't walk up trying to shop my demo. I built a relationship to where now when I call, you say, okay, y'all, you come. Who with you? Okay, y'all, you good, yeah. But it had to start from somewhere. You follow what I'm saying? And I try to preach that to other people, especially the newer up and coming artists. It's good that you got a nice video.
They don't know that. Yeah.
It's good that you got a nice video. It's good that you know how to rap. It's good that you got your homeboys with the popping bottles. All that shit is cool. I get that. That's the look. I get that. But behind the scenes, bro, you're gonna have to network and build relationships.
You have to network
outside of your city.
Very important. Yeah,
outside of your
very
city.
Important.
Yeah,
outside of your city. Yeah,
outside of your city, bro.
Network, man, is the key right now. It's very important that you network with these people, man, because these people can make you, yo. Like for real. Because I know, I done been around, man. I network with everybody. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm gonna network with you.
Right, that's how it goes, bro.
Because it can help me in the long run.
Yeah. Hey, and I want you to explain something to me. So in 2020, you had a situation on the table. I don't know if people knew this or not. You had a situation on the table where you had Epic Records, which is big, and Rock Nation looking at you. Talk about that. How did that come about, and how did it not go down? What happened?
Okay, well, one day I was singing in Chattanooga, Rock the Block at Bessie Smith Hall, Rock the Block to Nightfall. And so I sung on that platform she had out there years back. And Bruce, which is Usher's uncle, which is Janetta Pat brother, him and his girlfriend was walking that block. And they heard me singing Moving On, heard me singing Sarah Smile, the remake that I redid. And they was like, man, who was this guy singing like that? Let me go down here and see who he is. And so they stopped, listened to my whole show. And then after the end, he came up and talked to me. He said, man, have anybody told you, man, that you anti-telling, that you need somebody, you need a manager, you need somebody to talk to for you? I mean, what do you need somebody to do for you? You need any help in any kind of way? I said, well, you know, I ain't on no management contract right now. I'm a free agent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting myself back out there, getting my music out there and doing whatever I can since I got the recognition to do it. I just want to do what I can to get people knowing that I'm still here. I ain't went nowhere. You see what I'm saying? I just had to grow myself, man, and learn the business and bring myself back out again, you know? So he was like, check this out. I'm going to give you my address, my phone number. He said, you know who I am? I said, oh. He said, I'm Usher uncle. And I said, really? And he said, I'm Janetta Pat brother. I said, okay, Bruce, cool. So I went to his home. We had a meeting. And he said, I don't want to manage you. He said, because I don't know what the management thing is. I know it takes a lot of time and a lot of stuff you have to do. He said, but I want to just get you started on something. He said, so what can we do? I said, I don't know, man. I said, he said, I can hook up a meeting with you with Usher and y'all can talk. You know, he said, but I don't want to do that. He said, I don't want to pull on nobody's shirt tail. He said, that's because we family. That don't mean I want to bring them in. I want to be able to do it on my own to say that I brought them to you and not I called out and reached out to him. You see what I'm saying? Right. I understand that. But in other sense, I didn't understand that because he's from here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So this guy hit me up on Facebook. They work at I think it's MTC Empire in Atlanta. His name is Daryl. And he be on a lot of social media asking people to come to Atlanta, do a face-to-face, one-on-one, you know, but it costs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like $300 to do a face-to-face, you know, and to see a person work for Aaron Reed, which is he owned Epic Records. And he got another son. They own a studio down in Atlanta, too. It's all in one building. And this guy here is an empire. Like, they have their own people. I looked on his wall. I seen a lot of people that went down there that paid money to do a face-to-face. Just for them to talk to you and tell you, I think you need to do this better, or you need to do that better, or you need to do that. See, people don't understand. They think when you go and pay money for something, you're going to get signed right then. That ain't how it works. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So get yourself prepared. All the artists think they're going to go face-to-face. You're going to get discovered and get signed because it's not only one person you answer to. You got to answer 3 and 4 people when it comes to A&R people. You know, they the person going to sign you, but you still got to answer to the higher up people. If they don't feel you, then it's a wrap. It ain't nothing. Yeah. So they're not going to spend no money into your career. You know what I'm saying? And you're a flop, and then they'll fire the motherfucker A&R the one to bring them to.
Let me say this before you move on. Let me say this too. About him saying y'all paying for face-to-face meetings. If you that hot and you in demand, you got the streets on fire, you ain't got to pay to meet nobody. They gonna come find you. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when somebody comes tell you, I charge you to sit down with you, you're not hot yet. You're not hot.
Nope.
And if you want to go pay that money, go sit down with them so you can, for bragging rights to say I met with this A&R, do that. But if you're looking at the realistic side of it, if you hot as a motherfucker, they want you. They want to make something out of you. Right.
They gonna come get you.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say that. Yeah,
they gonna find you.
Right.
And so, you know, I wasn't even expecting, none of that because I just know, even with consulting, that's telling me what I need to work on my craft to do when I already know what I have to do because I know I've been doing this shit for over 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's a difference. Numbers speak. And it used to be that way back in the day. Motherfuckers, they will sign you in a heartbeat. You ain't got to worry about no damn numbers. As long as you have a voice, hell yeah, as long as you can sing. And your track is, your track is banging and your voice is good. The motherfuckers say, shit, we want you. Now, niggas, your numbers ain't up. They ain't gonna waste their time on you.
Right.
And we put you out, who gonna buy your album?
Right. That's how it goes.
10 people. So we losing money. We invested $1 million in your career. And your numbers not high, so we taking a loss.
Right. That's how it goes.
So
that's how they look at it.
So what he told me was, he said, okay, Aaron Reed, I met with him. Took a picture with the nigga, had on the same shoes I had on. I'm looking at him like, is it Aaron Reed? You know what I mean? I'm thinking, he in the office playing music. He said, look, what you need to do? He said, man, you talented. He said, I like your voice. He said, you got a killer fucking falsetto. And you a writer. He said, that's a good thing. You write your own music too. Okay. He said, go back and take your music to the basics. I said, the basics? He said, yeah. You know how people go and sit by the keyboard and they play music for you and you sit there with them and you sing to them, they play and put your shit together? He said, that's what makes a hit. He said, when a person give you a track and you sing on it, if you ain't feeling that shit, he said, tell them you don't want that shit. Don't take anything they give you. He said, if you want a track like Usher or a track like Chris Brown, you tell the motherfucker to build your track like that. He said, just don't take everything people give you and you put your voice on it. Don't do it.
Right.
He said hits come from you sitting down the basic and let a motherfucker play what makes you feel good. You sing to them, man. Let them put your keys in how it's supposed to be, because you the one got to sing the song. He said, so that's how you get that feel. If you with somebody, that's how what majors do. They sit there and they sing a song and they play their keys with you and they put it in your key. If you're doing a track, somebody, it ain't your key, then you just singing shit just to be doing it. You know, it ain't really you. You see what I'm saying? So he made sense with that to me. You know, and he was like, okay, so this is what we gonna do. You in the family right now. So you go back and do what you're supposed to do, and then you come back to me, and we'll set up another meeting with you, and then we're gonna take it from there. Okay, so I just said, fuck that shit. I ain't worrying about that. I ain't gonna do that. Shit, I ain't spending no more money. I ain't got to. So I'm just gonna keep pushing myself, doing what I have to do. Okay, so the guy called me back a couple of months ago. He said, damn. He said, Aaron Reed asked about you. I said, for real? And Rock Nation. I said, Rock Nation too? He said, yeah, you know, he said, that's Jay-Z. I said, oh, y'all, I know, I've been reading about that label. They were looking they want to sign artists. I know about it, looking for artists to sign. And he said, but he asked about your number. He said, have you talked to Jim Allgood? He said, no, I ain't talked to him. And he said, man, that dude right there, dude, we need to keep an eye on him. He said, you on the radar? I said, I am? He said, yeah, you know, they've been watching you. I said, no. He said, man, they want to sign you, but you got to get your number. We got to work with you to get your numbers right. He said, man, we can do whatever we need to do. Just tell us. And I said, you know what, let's talk to my manager about it. You know, y'all come up with an idea and let me know what I need to do. So we started working with the people. So they kept saying they wanted to sign, but they needed my numbers to be right. If I get my numbers right, it's a done deal. You see what I'm saying? So that came about. That's how I got with the people in Atlanta down in Empire, and then got with Avery Reed and Rock Nation's interested in signing me. But at that time, something else came up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So that's basically how it ended on, you know, get the numbers up, we'll see where we go from there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Typical shit, yeah.
Yes.
All right, now, Fever International Music Group, based out of New York City.
Yes.
Just signed your record deal with them on March the 26th, right? And you'll
Correct.
be releasing your new EP. It's all good. So how did we're going back to this New York shit again. So how did the major, so how did that, you're back in New York, man. You're back in New York, man. So
back in New York, yeah.
Let me ask you, how you feel about this deal, bro? You how do you feel about this overall?
Man, I never been so satisfied and clear up front with everything that's going on with my life, you know, with the music. Cause I'm gonna tell you about how deals work. What made me excited about everything, because when labels start working for you without you signing, right then, when they want you, because they don't want nobody else come in and snatch you away. They're gonna prove to you that they want you, and there ain't nobody gonna come in. So before I even signed my contract, the label had already said, we're gonna show you right now what we're gonna do for you. We want to have you on the charts. We want to have you where you need. And they start work for me right off top.
Okay.
Building website, building all kind of stuff around me, you know, adding me to all this stuff on social media. I'm like, damn, like, for real? I ain't got to call nobody and say, man, I paid you to do this with me. Why you ain't did it yet? Where my numbers at? No, they call me, or they call my manager and they say, we gonna show you what we can do.
Right.
So that's what made me feel so secure to say, this is it for me.
So Fever International Music Group out of New York, based out of New York.
Yes, right? The A&R said, when he heard my music, he's all blown away. He said, I've never heard an artist like that. It's so talented with a voice range that he has when it comes to his false and natural. His voice range just blew them away. We got to have him. We're going to make you an offer. We got to have you. You know, and I was like, man, because they had 2 offers from another label that wanted me too. And I was like, nah, But I agreed with them because I knew they was going to put their heart into it to get me out there. And then the thing about it, I'm the only Black artist on their label.
What kind of other nationalities they got?
They got Tommy Gunn on there. Everybody know Tommy Gunn. It's a metal and rock label. Like, and these people that's been around the world that got millions and millions of followers, and they deal with the best producers in the world. He worked for Snoop Dogg, Mariah Carey, Tupac. His name Ronnie King. Look him up. He's the biggest producer in LA. and he worked with Offspring, everybody. So I'm like, hell yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
that made me stand out. You know, I'm like,
Okay.
I'm the only R&B soul on the label. They never dealt with R&B. I'm the only artist.
So you the only urban act.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
So I
All
took
right.
that. I said, it make me stand out more. They gonna want to invest more and do what they want to do because they trying to get in that R&B field now.
Gotcha.
It makes more money.
So your new EP on this label is called It's All Good.
Yes.
Speak on that, man. What can we expect from this EP, man? Well, how you
Man,
feel about the EP, man? What can we expect?
I'm gonna tell you about the EP. It's the Moving On, man. Is like I said, the Moving On played here first. They tested here first, and Keith fell in love with the song. When it played on Power 94 for a month, Keith turned around. He was like, "Man, that's some of your best work I don't ever heard." He put it right on when in rotation. It played for a month, and then the other songs I was working on, I got a song off the EP called "Crazy Love." It's a song it's got a reggae tone feel. Ice J out of Canada, he rapped on it. He used to work with Akon, and he's on that as a feature with me. That's a nice song, and that song bring different kind of music, different kind of R&B. You know, it's that reggae tone with that Jamaica feel, so it gives you that dance feel and that R&B feel at the same time. Okay, and then we got Song for a Princess. This song was written by Fred McIntosh, and the song was written for Princess Diana right before she passed. Okay. So she never got the song to her, so I sung the song. So that's what that is. It's a beautiful song. And then we have Sarah Smile, the remake of Sarah Smile by John Darrell Hall & Oates. I remade the song out of Atlanta, and that song is a big hit right now too. It's a classic. Everybody know it. And then we have Moving On. So this album, you can expect different feels from this EP. It's gonna take you to a different position. Slow, mellow, up tempo, classic. So you got all the in between stuff that we need today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about this EP, bro.
We're gonna see some music videos and some visuals. Are we gonna see that?
Yes, we got a guy now working on a video for Moving On right now, and then we got one working on one for Sarah Smile because John Darrell never had a video. They was only filmed on stage singing live. They never did an extra video with the song. So that'll be the first video that I do that I remade for the song, you know.
Okay. All right, cool.
So
cool.
it's kicking butt right now. It's funny because on Spotify, you know, like I made it on the 50 playlist. I'm number 16 right now. And that's big, you know, on the top 50 playlist on Spotify. So I'm number 16. So it's doing excellent. And then the numbers, it's funny because you never know the song is gonna take off the most. We say Moving On is good. Okay, it kicked butt on YouTube. It's 3K right now. I'm at 3K right now. And it only been out for like maybe 7, 8 days, maybe 10 days. It's at 3K right now for its views. Okay, but Crazy Love is kicking ass in numbers. They sent me a report back, and it's like number 50 right now of people that have viewed it, streamed it, and played it because it's, you know, I guess it's because it's in between with the rap, you know, and it's moving, you know, so you just never know. So I'm just waiting on the number to see what it's gonna do. But Moving On, both songs are kicking butt right now, so I'm very excited about it.
All right, cool, good deal. Congratulations on that, brother.
Thank you.
March 26th is also what day? That's a holiday. What day is that? Tell us what day March 26th is.
March 26th. From March 26th, from that day and today on, forever to the day I pass, will be Jimmy Allgood Day in Chattanooga, Tennessee. My own day on March 26th. And my show, my sign and release party and my album release party was hosted by WPTP 100.1 FM radio. Black-owned radio station by Dr. Norwood. Everybody know Eleanor Norwood. She put me on. I came down there. Tony Boston has a show down there also. And Miss LOL has her own show down there too. So they hosted my whole event for me. Like they catered everything from Herman Soul Food on down. And it was invitation only, went open for the public. It was more invitation only for people. I had to make a press release, press conference and stuff about the event and about the signing. And they want to see me sign the contract, you know, in front of the press and in front of news people and everybody from the mayor's office and someone important was there to see me, to witness that day.
Right.
So when they gave me the confirmation, I was like, "What the hell is this? This big ass thing is beautiful, and it's got so much stuff on the written note. Everything I have done for Chattanooga, Tennessee, and everything that I've done in my music career. And the mayor, Tim Kelly, the new mayor here now, said that they want to make give me the day in this city on March the 26th. So that was the biggest compliment for me. So I was like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Absolutely,
Everything
man.
happened
Absolutely.
in one day, like the same day. That the label wanted everything to be set on the same day as my release. So the EP came out the 26th, and my party was the 26th, and the release was 26th to sign it, and then the confirmation. So yeah, everything came out, man. Like that's the biggest accomplishment, accomplishment that I have accomplished in my life, bro.
Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on
Thank you,
that.
Mom.
Man.
Thank you.
Keep doing your
Yeah.
thing, bro.